by Matthew Robertson. Kept alive by Pastrnak. Tied up by Gabe Perreault. Now Miller over for the Rangers. Coming together with Jokiharju. First save by Quick tonight. Hit by Zibanejad. Pastrnak back on his skates. Across to Geekie. Out for McAvoy and a left pad save by Quick. Centering pass from Geekie did not get through. Gavrikov controls for the Rangers. Now Schneider. Miller. He's hit hard by Aspero. As McAvoy sends the puck around. There's Lindholm, Elias Lindholm. Puck knocked out of the air by Schneider. 10-2 Bruins in the last meeting. Saved by Korpisalo on Trocheck, who goes hard into the boards behind the Boston goal. Robertson down low. Robertson now shoots. Saved by Korpisalo. Robertson looks for it. Trocheck's shot gets blocked. It's been a pleasant surprise on defense for the Bruins. Spent 6 years in the American Hockey League. Now Pastrnak towards the net and a save by Quick on Elias Lindholm.
Takes the puck, looks around, see that second peek. Now he sees his mate on his off wing and lays it right into the ability to get rid of the puck right away. It's a tremendous pass.
Before the Bruins return the favor. Miller, Zibanejad, Perreault on the ice for the Rangers. Miller back out for a shot by Borgen, and that's stopped by Korpisalo. Perreault chips it along the wall. Miller comes over. Miller continues to battle. Low right over for the Bruins. Here's Zibanejad with a shot, and that's gloved by Korpisalo.
First round pick of the Boston Bruins gets himself back in the lineup here tonight.
Off the draw. Shot by Vakalainen. Score!
I think this may get deflected on the way in, Kenny, but the Rangers get possession off the draw. And how many times do we talk about, it's going to be Will Cooley, I believe, deflects it in the high slot. Pucks to the net, body's in a position to make a difference, and Will Cooley delivers. He gets possession, he wins the face-off, fronts the net, gives himself an opportunity to see the incoming.
For Will Cooley, off the shot from the former Bruin, Urho Vakanainen. Rangers strike first. Now Othman in front, backhand shot, Cooley stopped by Korpisalo and the Bruins clear. Took a hit from Robertson as he moved the puck around. Here's Pastrnak, he took a shove from JT Miller. Now Pastrnak with it once again. Pastrnak surveys. Pastrnak in front. Score! It deflected to Elias Lindholm. He ties the game at 1.
Well, what happens here is Pastrnak gets the puck, right? And you got to be aware of where everyone is. So get a look at the head up. He's looking. That thing was meant for Lindholm, who was cruising down. Pastrnak, little howdy-doody there, little shimmy shake there, and he's going to try and rifle it to the far side, and it goes off Lindholm.
Good back check by JT Miller. Miller for Zibanejad. Leaving it for Perreault. Perreault, cross ice, Miller scores! Bang, bang, pass play. Perreault to Miller, and the Rangers regain the lead.
Well, the Rangers get numbers here and go to work and execute with and without the puck. Is Perreault. Perreault's going to kind of lag a little behind, and then he's going to find a Miller who's lagging even further behind and buries it to the back of the net. A really, really heads-up pass into the wheelhouse of JT Miller by Gabe Perreault.
Or more since Terry Sawchuk back in 1969-70. Quick turned 40 during the Rangers. Now here's Pastrnak, who extended his point streak to 7 games with an assist on the Lindholm goal. Jokiharju cross ice. Press conference prior to the game, and he said there are certainly mixed emotions amongst family members when the Rangers and Bruins play, but they'll be on the same team next month. And walking off behind the spectators in the first row. Now Panarin, cross ice pass, backhand shot stopped by Korpisalo. Panarin for Trocheck. That hit off Gavrikov, and he's shaken up. Lead pass, here comes Steeves to the net, stopped by Quick. Scored for Boston. Bruins with an opportunity early, and the save made by Quick on Zacha.
My suspicions are we will see the Ranger captain.
So Will Cooley comes out with Miller's line mates here. Saved by Quick. Kastelik looking for the puck. Now Lowry with it for the Bruins. Saved by Quick on the redirect by Janot. Long shot by Peak. That's gloved by Quick. He hangs on to it. Geekie shoveled it towards the net. Now Miller over for the Rangers. Pass picked off. Here is Pastrnak. Now Lindholm scores. Second of the game for Elias Lindholm. We are tied at 2.
Oh boy. If you want to take a look at where a puck shouldn't go in the defensive zone, in a place you just can't put it there. You know, he's looking, he thinks he's got somebody in the middle, but that somebody in the middle, Perreault, turned the other way. That's just, again, that is a cardinal sin. And it ends up in the back of the Ranger net. Lindholm with the second on the night and a spinorama. And then
first 2-goal game of the season for Lindholm. He has both Bruins goals. Now Rempe to the net. Stopped by Korpisalo. Got it with the left pad.
Here, but I really think Korpisalo does a good job. Watch his position. He comes out.
Here's JT Miller. Back out for Gavrikov. Now Panarin. Zibanejad. Gavrikov fires. Saved by Korpisalo. Rangers control. Panarin fires wide. 37 seconds. Rangers out of 5 on 3. Now Zibanejad looking for Miller and actually got through to the pad of Korpisalo.
Yeah, and Miller just got himself kind of tied out. He couldn't find the puck as it came off the goaltender's pads.
The Bruins thought that they had evened things up with that Zibanejad penalty, but instead they're down 2 men for another 5 seconds. Miller for Panarin, and the glove save by Korpisalo. Trocheck wins the draw. Zibanejad tried to get it through to Miller. First penalty expires. Here's Panarin out to Gavrikov. Shot deflected, and then Panarin sends it off the side of the cage. Cleared around by Jokiharju, with the Rangers now on a 5 on 4. Now Pastrnak comes in. Lafreniere looks to clear. Puck held in by Lowry for Pastrnak. Goes behind the back for Geekie. Geekie with a shot. He scores!
Well, Pasternak's going to get his 3rd assist of the afternoon.
And that means point number 900, which is why Geekie immediately retrieved the puck for David Pastrnak.
Wonderful shot off the stick of Geekie. Lowry keeps it alive, right? Pastrnak does what he does, and this is a hell of a shot. I'm telling you, that is a hell of a shot.
Now Hampus Lindholm over to Pastrnak. Pastrnak back out for Hampus Lindholm. Saved by Quick. The touch by Carrick.
Away from danger on a forecheck. So the Bruins power play as a result of the holding penalty to Matt Rempe.
There's Pastrnak off the post. Now McAvoy with it for the Bruins. First power play for Boston. Pastrnak across. Shot by Geekie. That's gloved by Quick.
Man, talk about baseball glove. That was a knuckleball. That one in the NHL with good numbers, and Pastrnak is certainly one of them at 25.
Here's Pastrnak. Stick save by Quick. Linesman Andrew Smith just grabbed the stick, handed it to the penalty box attendant. Puck across for Zibanejad, and he's stopped by Korpisalo. Excuse me, Zacha. Zacha slides it across. And a stick save made by Quick on Middlestat. And Schneider, and he comes away with the puck. Now Trocheck coming in 1 on 3. Waiting for teammates, drops it back off for Perreault. Shoots, saved by Korpisalo. Tripped up Vincent Trocheck. And now it's Zacha, Borgen back. 2 on 1 with Middlestat. Zacha shoots. And Borgen picks up the loose puck after the quick stop. Cross-ice Borgen. Around behind for Lafreniere. Now Panarin with it for the Rangers. Here is Borgen with a shot. Score! Traffic in front. The Rangers tie it. with 6:17 remaining.
Well, the difference there was the traffic in front, Kenny. We talked about the earlier sequence to find the elusive third goal here. The puck will come back. Lafreniere doing a good job. This might be in the butt, Bob, from Peaky right here. A snap to the net. And yes, up the backside of the Notre Dame guy.
Bounces away from Steves. Hoffman for Lava. Out in front looking for Cooley and a diving play. Now Quick will settle it down for Robertson. Minute 15 remaining in OT. Tied at 3 at the Garden. Here comes Matthew Robertson. Robertson to the net. He scores! What a play by Matthew Robertson! And the Rangers win it in overtime. 4-3.
So the puck's going to come up the wall here, right? And it's Robertson now realizes he's got room. And watch him pull the puck through and shoot it right through the wickets. That is a tremendous, tremendous sense of real estate and a better move. Backhand, forehand, goal. Matthew Robertson. Get one final look as Jonathan Quick tips it up ice. Right now, Robertson recognized, okay, I've got room. I'm going to go to the net. And this is just a brilliant play. It's a brilliant bang, bang, backhand, forehand play